Go for it. Bonbon's got her treat. She might get sleepy after she eats that. Oh shit, I forgot to put the link into the actual thing. I'm so sorry. Do you know how to do it?
You copy the links over here.
No, you just go up here, you press share. Oh, God
You can
damn it.
edit it.
I know, but I should have thought of that.
Okay, I would have seen it.
And next, save. Okay. Just so they have the link, they're gonna probably be like, there's no link, there's no link. Okay, I'm back. We got it. Figured out. We'll just wait for people to come in. My head, I'm getting a slight headache, so I'm gonna drink some water. Bonbon's crunching on a treat. Unfortunately, not on her mark. But that's okay. You gonna try? Yeah. Wow, you're ballsy while she's eating a treat. Ooh, you're gonna touch it. Stinky treat. Nope. She's like, no. I sleep there. I don't eat my treats there. Am I frozen?
No.
Oh. I'm just squinting, kind of, because the lights. Okay, who is here? It's a little early yet for this.
Nobody yet.
Nobody. Well, we're gonna wait. Hopefully no one's... Will you check the Patreon to make sure there's no comments? Because sometimes I hope I didn't confuse people by...
That was like that for 2 seconds.
You think we're okay?
Yeah, no comments.
Uh-oh, what if people don't...
You're just early.
What if they don't come today? Wouldn't that be sad?
You're using the rest of the Kief.
I've got the Kief, yeah. We've got some decarbed Kief. And it's, sometimes it happens where everybody's out and nobody can join me. And maybe Chicken Kiev balls wasn't so exciting. Oh, someone's here.
Eddie's here.
Hi, Eddie. Of course Eddie's here. Eddie's always here. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks for being here. Fingers crossed more people come. I like this recipe. It's gonna be meatballs. Chicken Kiev, but meatballs, and we're putting some Kief in it, so it's Chicken Kiev balls. Get it? Anyway, we can talk a little politics if you want while we're here during this here. We were just discussing whether or not it's a Ukrainian recipe or not. Who else is... Oh, it's Eddie again.
He says he didn't post the invite on Patreon in advance. Like the pre-post?
Oh, you mean like to the group chat? Is that where I fucked up?
I think you before you would put a picture of what's coming up.
I did on Instagram.
Not on Patreon.
I don't do a whole separate... Oh, I forgot to do a separate post. Oh, fuck. So no one knows that this is happening. Oh, no. I might be making this and people watch it later. Well, we'll start at 4:20. What time is it?
4:19.
Uh-oh, Winslow. Who else is here? Look at someone else.
Oh, Michelle?
Hi, Michelle. Michelle, will you tell the group chat that we're doing this? I wish there was like a way to notify people other than... It all sends an email out. Like every member gets an email. I love this flower from Moon Maid. It's called Nimbus Snacks. It's really nice. Oops, it went out.
You got 6.
Hey. Hey, Winslow. We're happening. We got 6 people. Who's all here, Winslow?
So far, just Eddie and Michelle said hi. There's some lurkers right now.
Oh my God, she's on her mark. She's on her mark.
Bam, Bun Monkey. Natalie B is here.
Hi, Natalie B. She knew exactly. She went on her mark right at 4:20.
Natalie says with the school year beginning, it'll be harder to make it to these.
If with the school year, huh?
With the school year beginning.
The school year beginning, it's hard for people to come.
Yeah.
But don't you think it would be more difficult for people to come at 1:20 than 4:20? Or should we start doing this on Saturdays?
Well, she's just talking about herself.
I don't have any kids. I'm sorry. How's everyone doing? What did I do wrong with this joint? Oh my God. It's not pulling. Did I pack it too hard? No, Cheetah. Really hit it. Okay. Hi, everybody. We're making Chicken Kiev balls today. It's a play on Chicken Kiev. Winslow and I were trying to look up if it was a Ukrainian or a Russian recipe due to its name. I'm going to say it's Ukrainian, and I don't care what anybody else has to say about that. It's a Ukrainian recipe in my house. And what are people saying, Winslow?
It's Ukrainian, but it's a popular dish in Russia. We'll put it that way.
Okay. You heard him? Did everyone hear him? We're putting it that way. What do the comments say? We're gonna get an iPad so I can have them here and I can read them scrolling. It's on our list of things. Next Weed Wednesday, I'll have an iPad.
Natalie says she always watches these streams, even if they're not live, like after.
Oh, Natalie, you watch these after? That's good to know. We were kind of wondering. We're like, what are these views from? Are people watching the live stream after? I'm so happy to hear you do.
Eddie says you should make a poll on Patreon about what everybody's favorite live stream time is, which is a good idea.
Oh, that's a good idea. We can do a poll on Patreon and have different times and days for people so we can vote on what time works best for everyone. Because I really like, doing it for you. But I also have to think of Winslow's schedule. So, okay. So this is some unpressed hash or Kief that I decarbed in the oven at 240 for 30 minutes. Okay? And it's from Nasha. Here, I'll show this one too. Oh, he's responding. It's from Nasha hash, and it's the percentage is like 62% THCA because hash is not decarbed, and after decarb it's about 500 milligrams per gram. Okay, so and it is sherbet haze, and we're going to use this inside of our Chicken Kiev balls because what Chicken Kiev is you take traditionally just chicken, like pounded out chicken, and then you'd put like butter in between that, and then you do your classic dredge of flour, egg, breadcrumbs, and fry it. And then what happens is when you cut it open, the butter has melted and created this really beautiful sauce with the juices of the chicken, and that's what we're going to do today, but we're going to do with meatballs. So let's crack some eggs. I've already decarbed this. You can check out my Food 52 recipe, and also we just shot a video before this, so sorry I'm a little stonata from the video that we shot before, the recipe we shot before, and that's where I show how I decarbed it. So crack some eggs. We'll start with 1 egg, just in case I don't need 2. Because I don't like to, eggs are expensive right now. I've said this before, there's an avian flu going on, so don't waste eggs. And we're just going to season everything. Oh, first thing we need to do too, So we have our 3 judges here, but first thing for this Chicken Kiev bowls is to take half a stick of butter, put that into a bowl. Look at this nice clear bowl I have right here. And we're gonna take this hash. Oh, I gotta heat some butter up. So take a little bit of that butter, put it in a little pan, and you can just put it in the microwave too, but I got this little baby pan I like to use. I just want to heat it up so that we can put this Kief into it. And let me make some room so you can see our scale, which is over here. But we're going to move it over here. I hope I don't knock anything over. Yep. I think that'll be in the shot. We'll find out in 2 secondos. Closer to me. Closer to me. There we go. Okay? I didn't knock anything over. Okay, turn off that butter. Okay, so we've got our scale. I got this new scale. I think it works fine. Tare. And then take some of our Kief. I'm going to take... I think this is going to make at least a dozen balls. So I would say like less than a quarter, because a quarter of a gram of this hash would be 200, no, half would be 250. A quarter would be 125.
Yeah, 175. No,
125. And then half of that would be 62.5. I think that's about right. Oh, wow, this number went up. I know you were talking about this, Winslow. Winslow's talking about how this scale kind of jumps around. Let's try it again. So let's tare this. Tare. Stay. Yeah, it does like to do that. That says 0.15.
Okay.
Let's just go with that. We're going to use 0.15 of this, which would be times 500 by 0.15. 75 milligrams, I'm pretty sure.
Michelle has sort of a long question about decarboxylating Kief. She
Okay.
says, we know that most decarboxylation happens within the first 10 minutes. An additional 20 minutes only gains another 8%. So why 40 minutes?
So why did I do 30 minutes?
40.
I said 30.
Oh, she said 30.
I don't know, Michelle. It's not that, you know, it's not that specific. It's not going to hurt it. I did 30.
Did you?
That's what I did.
Okay.
I think I said that. If I said 40, I meant 30. But you could do 40. I think my graph shows 40 and it doesn't, like, you don't really need to do longer than 30 minutes for a hash, but every hash is different too. I don't know what to say.
She says she wants you to know that she got into Food 52.
Oh, you got into my Food 52. Good. Yeah, I did lots of experiments with them. Okay, so we're going to take this hash. We're going to put this in there, into this warm butter. And then what you want to do is just see how it just melts right into that butter. And you want to make sure it all gets, there's no chunks of hash. So just keep stirring until they go away. Okay? Because if someone gets like a big chunk of hash, it's not a good time. They're going to get more high than everybody else. Okay, so we got this butter here that's infused. We need to put our other herbs into our Chicken Kiev balls. And take some of this parsley. We're just going to do this because I can't pull it out for some reason. And parsley, I just like to take off the stem. Let's move this out of the way. Although we're gonna measure out the Kief balls and everything. So parsley, I just take off of the stem. You can save the stems if you want to use them. Some people put it like into stock. I don't do that. I just throw it in the compost. Could throw some into your dredge, but I feel like if you put herbs into your dredges, you're gonna fry them. I don't want fried herbs. I want fresh herbs. So these are gonna go inside of our Kief balls. This is gonna make a nice little sauce when we cut them open. Do we have any questions, Winslow?
Eddie says the stems have the most flavor.
Well, Eddie, I'm not putting stems in. I don't like them in my stuff. I just like the leaves. And there's enough, like there's little stems on here, you know? They're just not the big old stems because I don't want to, we're not making a paste. Although that would be good in this too. It's like some sort of paste. Okay, I think that's enough. This looks like about a cup of, maybe less, of parsley, fresh parsley. You really like can't go wrong with herbs. You know, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh no, I put too much parsley in my...
All right, everybody's saying no stems, but save them for stock.
Okay, well, you're assuming I'm gonna make stock. I've already got some stock in my fridge. I guess I could add it to that and have like a parsley soup. Chop your herbs. You want to chop parsley when it's dry. Like you don't want to wash parsley and then chop it when it's all wet, because then it just kind of bruises instead of chopping up nicely. I picked the smallest cutting board that I have, but that's okay. We're working it.
Michelle says she hopes parsley soup isn't a real thing.
Michelle hopes that parsley soup isn't a real thing. I'm sure it is.
I kind of agree. That doesn't sound great.
Parsley soup? I'm sure it's a real thing. I love parsley. It's good for you. Like, say you made like a lemon, some kind of like creamy lemon soup with some parsley. Yeah, yum. Okay, so think about like this turning into a sauce. You kind of want it chopped pretty finely. And this looks like not even a full cup, like maybe a third of a cup of finely chopped fresh parsley. Put that into your butter that we're gonna add our Kief butter to. And then I have some dill that I need to trim. But I don't want to take, they only had the plant version.
Michelle asks, how do you make lemon plus creamy work without curdling?
I don't know, because you're going to add stock to it. So it's not just going to be lemon and cream. It would be, you're just adding the lemon flavor to the stock, and then you put a cream. I'm sure that exists. I've seen it before. I think it's a Greek recipe. Michelle, why are you questioning everything that I do today? Okay, so this isn't enough dill, but use more dill than this. My little dill plant. If I take any more dill, I feel like I'll kill it, so. Do like a whole bunch of dill. Herbs are good for you. All herbs. Sorry, that was. Okay.
Stuart says hi.
Hi, Stuart. How are you? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Don't forget some salt. I use unsalted butter. So I add some salt. We also want to add some garlic to this because, again, this is going to become a sauce. Guess what, people? I bought a garlic press. What do we got going on, Winslow?
Eddie says the Greeks slam lemons into butter and cream and it works.
Yeah, exactly. It just works. Where there's a will, there's a way. But yes, normally cream and lemon would curdle. But that's not what I'm talking about. Greeks know how to do all sorts of shit with lemon. They're really got some great lemon recipes, savory lemon recipes. Okay, so press. This is probably like too much garlic, but put some garlic in there. It's about a clove, like one big clove. And then take this. And we've got this kind of like herby butter right here. Can't forget this butter, right? Our infused butter. Let me make sure it's right in the middle so you can see it go in. So all of that hash is just totally melted into that butter. You can't even see it anymore, which is what's so beautiful about Kief, about hash, about cooking with cannabis, is that it really just works. It melts into fat. And fat is how we give flavor. So it's not only transporting the potency, but it's also providing the flavor of a dish. So there you go. So simple. I love cooking with hash. Okay, so now we need it to not be like that because we're going to fry these balls. Right? We'll save this parsley for later because we'll put some on top too. Let's get rid of this. Ah! Put this back here. So we've got to take some parchment paper. And we take this butter. Oop. And we've got to freeze it so it gets solid.
Eddie asked where you got your garlic press.
Where did I get my garlic press? I think I got it on Amazon, if I'm being honest with you. It's really nice, so I like it a lot. Never thought I'd say that about a garlic press. You know, try to make it into a nice little package and pop it in the freezer.
Stuart, today we're infusing with Kief.
What did he say?
He asked if you're using hash today.
Stuart, I'm using this Nasha unpressed hash or Kief. I don't know if you're just getting here, but that's what we're doing.
Delicious D's here and says hi.
Delicious D! Hi, welcome to the live stream. We're making chicken Kief balls. I just made the herb butter and put it in the freezer, and we used some decarbed hash that I homogenized into some melted butter. And then we stirred that up with some herbage. And now this is some that I made before. See this nice herb butter. Right? It's nice and cold. So when we go to do these balls, oops, I just dropped my fork in here. It happens. It happens. I think we're gonna need 2 eggs, but let's just wait. Okay, so I've got this meat here, and I got another clear bowl. Oh my God. And this is like 3/4 of a pound of chicken. I'm gonna turn on my cast iron and start getting this oil hot. This has vegetable oil in it. Whatever you like to fry in, just use that. Okay, so we've got some ground chicken, and you've got to season everything. Season your eggs, season your flour, season your breadcrumbs, okay? And then we're gonna take some Parmesan cheese and we're gonna put that into our breadcrumbs as well. Why not? And some black pepper. Was she sleeping?
Yeah.
You woke her up. She's all, you pet me.
I've ruined it.
You pet me now, you must pet me more. I'm not even joking. She literally went right up to Winslow and started petting him. Okay, so we've got this meat. We kind of want it to be, the meat's not so important that we get even, the butter is, right? Because the butter is infused. So we want that butter. It's like, how many meatballs are we gonna get? Let's do a little math, people. Let's do a little bit of math. We got time for math. This is 300 grams of chicken. So if we did like 10 gram balls would probably be too small. Probably like 20 gram balls. So 10 would be 30. So this will be about 15, I think. So a pound would be about would be 30, I think. Yeah. Okay. But we're not doing a pound. We're doing a 3/4 of a pound of chicken. Go outside, Bonbon. You can go outside. So I'm just cutting this frozen butter into little, I'm going to cut them into little cubes because we don't want it that big. I don't know if you can see what, yes, you can. Love it. Love that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. And some of them aren't going to be great, but that's okay. I'm going to season my chicken balls. I don't know if that's what I should do, but I'm going to do it. And we're going to do some black pepper. I love black pepper. Hopefully that didn't just make the balls tight. But that, you know what? I made that executive decision and we're going with it. So we want 15 gram balls.
Is Vegas asked, where did you get your apron?
My mom made it. My mom made it. And I gave some away to club members. But I don't have, I think I might have a couple more. Are all of my dredges done? Let me get things out of the way. I'm gonna put these onto a sheet pan once I've made them. So what we gotta do, set yourself up for success. What else is happening, Winslow?
Stuart asks, is there somewhere on your website to see the written recipe?
Stuart, that would be a great thing for me to do, wouldn't it? It would also be a lot of writing for me. And I have a little bit of, need a little bit of a break from that after writing 80 recipes, but I will do it. I promise. I'll start writing the recipes beforehand. It's just like, I don't always test these. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of work and a lot of money. But as we grow, I can get more profesh. How's that sound? Okay, I'm taking a little chunk of this herb ball. I'm gonna put it right in the middle of this chicken whole bit. I almost feel like I should have put some breadcrumbs in my chicken. Oh well, we're not doing it. We're gonna put it, you're supposed to have a dry hand and a wet hand. We're gonna just go for it. And I'm trying to get all of these so you can see what the fuck I'm doing. I feel like I needed something to bind these Chicken Kiev balls. See, I need a wet hand. Okay, let's form these bad boys first. And I would pop them in the freezer first. Okay, because they're very sticky. And I feel like it would make your life a lot easier. And touching raw chicken is not very fun. I'll tell you that. And I probably turned on this oil too soon, but that's okay. We're having fun, people. I might flour my hands as I do this. Yeah. Don't worry, I won't ever use that flour for anything else. So I'm taking little, like, tablespoon balls of this here chicken, and I'm taking little herb butter. Flouring your hands definitely helps. And they're going to get covered in flour anyway.
Is Vegas says they like using an ice cream scoop to do this.
Who said that?
Is Vegas?
Is Vegas?
Yeah.
Cool. I have a little ice cream scoop, but I find that things get like stuck behind the like scooper, if that makes sense. And then it's like stops scooping as well. I've got a rhyme or reason for why I do things. Okay. These are so soft. I can tell. I feel like I should turn this heat off because it's a little... I used my knuckles, don't worry. Okay. Did I scare Michelle away? I'm sorry. Michelle, you can ask me questions. Go ahead.
Oh, in chat we told her to not stop.
Huh?
In the chat we told her not to stop.
Oh, good. Oh, you did? I'm sure Eddie was like, don't listen to Vanessa. Who am I? I'm just here cooking. Okay, so I feel like I've got... These were a little bigger than I thought. That's okay. That's okay. Everybody, we're okay. We're going to keep going. Because I don't know how many I've got still. I might have more. So I would say half a stick of butter for at least a pound of chicken, if not a pound and a half of chicken is going to be plenty. Because you don't want all of this butter to like squirt out. Do you know what I mean? You just want it to be a little saucy, get a little juicy with the juice from the chicken. Try to get nice chunks of butter though. Then I'm going to clean my hands because I really, not a fun, it's a sticky meat. Chicken is not something you want raw everywhere. Okay. So one left, right? So we've got, and we'll count them after. And we've got probably, I only needed really a quarter cup of that butter and herb mixture to stuff all of that for 3/4 of a pound. I know I'm going to get my hands dirty again, but I just got to get this off. Okay. That was a lot. Oh. That was a lot. Okay, so let's get these going. And I'll turn my oil back on. I don't know what's going on in the chat right now, but I'll know in a second. Let me get this butter out of the way and this out of the way.
Eddie says he wants to eat these already.
He wants to eat them already? Is what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do look good.
We should wait for them to cook, though.
I should what?
We should wait for them to get cooked, though. They're probably better that way.
Yeah, they're going to look better when they're cooked, that's for sure. Can you see? I don't know if this shot will. Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Didn't I say it was going to make about 13? I think. Maybe I said 15.
Madam Dram is here.
Hi, Madam Dram. I hope you had a fun time in Los Angeles. Thanks for coming out. We had an event on Sunday. I did a little VIP tasting for my friend Ashley, and she does these events in Hollywood. I posted about it. Should we do a double crust on these? Do you think we should do 2 times through or just 1 time through the crust?
Yes, you mean.
I'm asking the club. What do you guys think? Should we go 1, 2, 3 again?
Eddie says 1 time.
1 time? Okay, Eddie says 1 time.
Stuart says 2.
Stuart says 2 times. Maybe 2 crusts is too thick.
Maybe do half of them one way and half the other way.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
You can compare them.
If they taste just fine, it's like we're recipe testing together. Okay? Stuart, learn from me. And if anything, like the only issue with these is they're going to be too lightly dosed. So I'm all right with that. Oh no, I got to eat more chicken balls.
What do you mean show a few, Eddie? I don't understand.
Show a few? What?
He says show a few, but I don't know what he means.
Show a few?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he needs to show what I'm doing?
We can see what you're doing.
Yeah, you're watching me, right? Eddie, what do you mean? Show a few. Maybe there's a delay. I'm going to fry a few, yes. Oh, maybe he means like fry a few before you coat them all. I will. I'm just trying to get like at least 3. I don't want to just fry 2.
Oh, he says show us how you double dip them.
Oh, you want to see us how to double dip it? Okay. Fuck. Okay, so you would take this, right? And you go right back to your flour. And you'd flour it again. Right? And you'd go right back to your egg. And you'd egg it again. See what I just did? And then you just gotta be quick about it and not be too precious. You just got, work quickly and use the right tools. So then I have a double crust on here. It's gonna be, thicker than those 2. So why don't we fry these 3 up and see what happens. Okay? I don't think I need this sheet pan, but we're just gonna go with it.
Eddie wanted to know what you made at your event.
Okay, Eddie wants to know what I made at my event. You can see the pan, right?
Yeah.
I made clementine agnolotti. And, we started with a watermelon caprese, which is I got we got really nice watermelons from Weiser Farms at the Hollywood Farmers Market. And we put that with the ciliegini, mozzarella balls, little balls of mozzarella with some basil lime oil, which was so delicious. And what else did we do? I'm just going to line this with a little bit of paper towel to put down. And you can even put it on like, oops, sorry. Put a wire rack there. What else did I do? We did, let's turn this up a little bit.
Lindsay asked if she missed the egg mixture. Is there something in it?
It's just egg, salt, pepper. Nothing special. This is for a deep fryer, but that's okay. Oops. I didn't want them to be flat. It probably would have been better to deep fry, but I just didn't have a ton of oil and didn't want to deal with, honestly, like dealing with a bunch of fry oil is kind of the worst. But they'd stay rounder if you just, you know, like the bottoms wouldn't get flat if you had them in a bunch of oil. I know this is bad, but I'm going to add a little bit of this and turn this up just to get those edges. Fry, baby, fry. All right, let's keep going with our dredging situation. Sometimes I just go like this if we want to like mass rotate. How are we doing? You got to make sure they really cook though too, you know, because the chicken's raw.
Everybody says it looks amazing.
Everyone's happy?
Jesse says you made lemon blackberry cupcakes at your event.
Oh, that's right. Thank you so much, Jesse. Jesse was there shucking oysters. Yes, I did. I didn't make them, actually. Alexander Roberts did, my friend. He's so great. Thank God he helped me, because that was such a big event, 150. I had to make stuff for about 150 people, which is, I'm not a caterer, you know? But we rocked it. Everyone was so happy because they were all like cotton mouth from the event. And we're like, here, you want some fresh watermelon? They're like, yeah, thank you. So, and then those cupcakes, those mini cupcakes at the end. Oh yeah, baby. Let's take this one out. And then, you know, with fried food, you always want to give it a sprinkle of salt. Yeah, these look great. Yum. You know how it goes. Fry it on up. Fry it on up. And then just kind of twirl these guys in the egg. You might need 2 eggs. Boop. I learned so much from writing that cookbook, though. Even just like how to write a recipe better. Ooh, hot. Okay, we're going to turn this off. I'm going to start with these 3. Let's try them. Sprinkle with salt. And we'll get around to these other ones in a momentario. I made that word up. Okay? I think we can take this away. I know my counter's messy and we've got all sorts of things everywhere, but I want to make sure before I cook anything else that these Chicken Kiev balls Kief balls are cooked through and taste good. I feel like they need a little bit of parsley on top of them.
Eddie says, be careful, they're going to be way too hot.
I know, they're going to be fucking scorching. Should I just smoke a little bit of weed before we eat some of these?
Yeah,
I'll give it a second. Sorry I'm not frying more, but I don't really want to sweat over a fryer right now. I might just form these and stick them in the freezer, although. We'll wait so I don't burn myself.
Madame Dram says she ate too many gummies and your dishes and got too lit at your event.
You ate too many gummies, Madame Dram?
And your dishes.
And the dishes. Well, the dishes weren't infused, thank God. I think people were relieved that the dishes weren't infused. You know, it was like, oh, I can eat this and I'm not going to get more stoned than I am. But yes, gummies will sneak up on you. That was a fun event. It takes me like 2 days to recover from being around so many people, like all the noise and the stimulation. It's so fun, but like Winslow, I don't know how you do what you do, like to go to parties and stuff, and
Sometimes it wears on me.
do you need like a couple days to recover?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. We both need time to recover from socializing. All right, so 2 of these are 1 crunchy crust. 1 of these is 2 crunchy crusts. So let's see. What do you think? Is it still going to be piping? She's a real brat today. She don't want to sit on her mark. Do you think it's still going to be piping hot?
Cut one open. See what happens.
Oh, wow, there's that butter.
Can,
No,
you,
that
can you
looks-
tell which one is the double?
Well, let's see.
I think that one.
I think this is the double because it was bigger. And I don't really notice that much of a difference, but look at that beautiful butter on the inside that's all green. Okay, I'm going to take a bite. It looks fully cooked, fingers fucking crossed. That is so good.
Can you bring the plate up to the
Fucking A, man. What a delicious recipe. Do you see how the butter got all melty in here?
A little bit.
No?
A little bit.
I think we need a better B cam.
Yeah, that's good. See it there.
It's all crispy. It's all melty. Chicken looks cooked, thank God. If I get sick, I'll let you know. No, that's so yummy. What a great little... Those Ukrainians, they know what they're doing. Oh my God. You could see the juices, right? Oh yeah. And that was the perfect amount of butter. Any more than that, and it would have just like been too much.
Stuart says you have a culinary green thumb.
I have a culinary
Green thumb.
green thumb. Thank you. I do always kind of make any recipe work, right? I just feel like it's not that complicated. I don't know if I would bother doing a double crust. I don't think there's that much of a difference in the crunchiness between the two, and it's like it's just extra work. And this is already a pretty, like, you know, it's not that complicated of a recipe, but it takes some there's process to it. So I really, really, really love this recipe. I'd make sure your oil's at like 360, and so you get a long fry on it so that you're really cooking this chicken. But it cooked beautifully, and it tastes so good. Nice seasoning. Make sure you season everything. That's one of the biggest things I learned with cooking is you saw I put a little pinch of salt here, pinch of salt there, pinch of salt there. Everything needs a little bit of seasoning. Not too much of seasoning in one spot. Because then all of the flavors don't kind of meld together. Bonbon, you want to say hi? Sit. Bonbon wants to say hi. Well, I had an excellent time making this chicken Kief balls. They are so yummy. Stuart, if I get around to it, I'll write a recipe for you because I do think that this one deserves to have a recipe. They all do. All of the edibles we make together deserve a recipe, but I just got to find the time. Maybe I should get an intern to recipe test and write recipes for me. That would be good. All right, well, I'll see you next Weed Wednesday. I think 4:20 p.m. works. We'll do a poll to see what day all of you want to live stream, if you want to keep it on Wednesdays at 4:20 or if you'd like to pick another day. We'll find out. And I hope you make this recipe because it is really fucking good. Just get some nice fresh herbs, get some really good Kief, or you could use flour. You could use decarb flour in this recipe really easily, or you could use some canna butter, of course. What a great recipe. I hope you make it. I'll see you next time. Is anyone saying anything, Winslow?
Everybody's gushing and saying it looks great, saying thank you.
Yeah, what a good recipe. I'm impressed. I've never made these before. Love them.
All right.
Love them. Yeah.